Hello everyone. Welcome to today's anatomy lesson. Today, it's the anatomy of the Gen Z brain. Everybody that is not in Gen Z has been wondering, what is going on in Gen Z brains? What is going on in our brains? Well, today I'm going to show you pretty much a good layout of what happens in a Gen Z brain on a day-to-day basis. First off, we have the Gen Z Vision Center. The Gen Z Vision Center is responsible for kids and teens being able to spot out a Rick roll instantly. They can sniff it out like a dog trying to sniff out weed in a school. That's where the Gen Z Vision Center comes in. The Gen Z Vision Center is also why teens can see all the way into their social media future, but not see the laundry that they have to pick up off their floors. Next off, we have the video game Gland. I meant region there, but I guess it came out Gland. I guess that's where the giving a damn gland comes in, because if you can see the giving a damn gland here, it's small, almost non-existent. That's the giving a damn gland. The video game region is where kids spend most of their time on a day-to-day basis. Playing video games, whether it's Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever the hell it wants to be, that's where kids spend most of their time during the day. Playing video games because they have it in their brain, regardless of the gender. Up next, we have the Rap Music Reception Center. Something that 95% of Gen Zers possess. Myself, personally, I do not possess this reception center because the reception center for rap music is the reason why teens can name as many rappers as they can, because they come straight from the Rap Music Reception Center of the Gen Z brain. Next up, we have the TikTok addiction region. If you're in Gen Z, you have this. It might not be TikTok. It could be YouTube. It could be Twitch. It could be Instagram. It could be anything that is related to social media. I do not have TikTok myself, but I have this region of my brain, the TikTok addiction region of my brain. The video game gland and the TikTok addiction region affect other glands in the brain. As you can see over here, the school/education gland, which the size varies in individuals. It could be smaller in some and bigger in others. Also, the size of these three glands right here affect this gland right here, the deadline awareness gland, which is why teens can never put in a project for school in on time. Up next, we have the screen time/happiness gland. The screen time/happiness gland. That could be for YouTube, that could be for TV in general, that could be for whatever. That could be for computer, tablet, phone. The screen time/happiness gland. If this shrinks in any way, the main control center immediately shuts down. Which is why you could see the going outside gland, the daily chores region, and the everyday acceptance/toleration gland are all almost non-existent in a Gen Z brain. Up next, we have the significant other center, which is one of the most important parts of the Gen Z brain. Whenever Gen Zers have a bae, this gland, region, center, whatever it is, swells and becomes the entirety of the brain. Now, there is another part to this, but we're going to get to that in a second. But if you're a Gen Zer and you have someone to love, this swells like an MR-effer. I think we all know what that stands for. Up next, we have the sports/fashion region, which varies on gender. Now, both could be visible in both genders, but for the most part, I mean, it kind of makes sense because, like, this region of the brain gives Gen Zers the ability to choose what they want to wear to school. It doesn't matter if it's slutty. It doesn't matter if it's sleeveless. It doesn't matter. This region of the brain right here, of the Gen Z brain, determines what Gen Zers wear that day. Also, the sports region. of the brain. It allows Gen Zers to tell you anything about sports. Who has the most touchdowns? Who has the most goals? Who has the most three-pointers? But they can't tell you, they cannot tell you when their essays due. Now, next, one of the most important parts of the brain, the social media gland. Whenever Gen Zers are around each other, this gland swells. Which is why you always see a group of Gen Zers together on their phones, texting, on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, and never socialize, because this gland is visible in all Gen Z brains, no matter the age, no matter the gender. Now, there are some other things that control the Gen Z brain, including the waking up on time gland, because as we all know, Gen Zers cannot wake up on time for the life of them. Next, we have the daily chores region. The daily chores region is so small, it's almost non-existent. It's almost non-existent in the Gen Z brain. Why? Because we don't like to do chores. My mom said that I have to vacuum today when they're going to return her car, but you know what? I don't want to do it because my daily chores region is so damn small. Next, one of my favorite glands in the human brain, the listening to parents/grandparents stories gland. No one likes to listen to them. Sorry, Grandma, if you're watching this, don't take it personally. I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying in general, like, you know. When your parents tell you how they would walk to school every single day, 15 miles a day, both ways, in like 16 feet of snow, and this gland shrinks whenever they say such. Now, also, the last gland that we haven't gone over yet is the quarantine fever gland, which is small. You want to know why it's small? Because, well, I didn't have enough space. And because after quarantine last year, this gland shrunk so much because people were so cooped up in their houses that they wanted to get out more. This thing shrinks because quarantine was stupid. Now, you're wondering, the significant other center, does that mean intercourse? Well, let me show you something else. Introducing the second Gen Z brain, located only in the male and only located in the male genitalia. This brain controls all of this brain. Because when this brain says, oh, I want to have sex, it shoots a message right to the main control center. And the main control center, this entire brain here, this entire region, which is all of it, becomes the sex region. And this is also considered the sex region. Because why? When you're having intercourse, this is all sex right here. This is all you see is sex with your partner. And that can also affect... what else can it affect? What can this affect in this? This can technically affect... This could technically affect this. Or this could technically affect this. Because when girls come into school wearing their shirts that come up to here, this goes crazy and shoots a message right there. And if you don't have someone, it just says, oh, masturbate. Thank you guys so much for watching the anatomy of the Gen Z brain. I appreciate likes. I appreciate subscribes. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the next video.